Did you guys get to see the Paul Heyman promo?
They thought that's the perfect example of like how the office is just completely clueless what their guys are. They thought that Goldberg was as a baby, but they think Brock's a heel.
But in Brock's hometown.
They were in his hometown. What did they think was going to happen?
I know.
And the show's built to advertise his return.
Yeah. And bro, to me, it got across like it was one of the worst situations for Paul to be in out there.
And he worked hard, man.
He was trying to do like indie type heat to try to turn the crowd, and it just did not work. And it wasn't going to work.
No.
Bro, like
and that shows you it's a different fan base, you know?
Yes.
You're not going to get away with just doing, getting cheap heat or anything like that. And poor Paul, he was out there busting his ass in something that was no fault of his.
Correct. And it shows you he's the best promo guy in the game currently.
Without question.
You know what I mean? And in other words, even he could not carry that load. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and unfortunately, here we are the next week.
Not even The Rock could have changed that.
Correct. The Rock and Paul Heyman with Mick Foley and Edge couldn't have done that one.
Well, and now here's the thing, and this is why, I've said all along, you have to the way to book these two guys is with violence, not with talking, because this is the second week of the Angles. This big thing. They're supposed to be the one. I mean, the Look is their biggest match of the year by far, and the biggest match in a few years. And you just wasted a week because that segment sucked.
Yep, 100% agree.
No. As bro, if what people want to see, here's how you book this thing. It's so simple. Goldberg's going to be here next week, and Brock Lesnar's going to show up face to face to answer his challenge. That's the only table you have to set for the show. They're both going to be in the building at the same time. You get the picture that there's extra security at the show and stuff and all that, and we have violence. Right. You have Brock beating up some of Goldberg's security guard, whatever you have.
It's so easy to set up, bro. It really is. Right. And you could, and like you said, you could do that. Remember that security they did, which I always loved, and I'm going to use one day? No, remember when Tyson fought, and it might have been, I forgot who it was, but they had like the police in the middle, half of them facing Tyson and the other half facing the other boxer?
Yes.
Bro, that's how you should do it, And then, like you said, there's physicality where they're chucking people, whether it's backstage or in the ring. They finally get to each other. You can arrest both. There's so many things you can do, and they didn't do it.
They did a talking segment where they tried to have Brock as the heel in his hometown, and it was a fart in church.
In his hometown for what could be possibly his last pro wrestling appearance in his town.
Right.
Well, on a show he was advertised on a show that what they delivered was him standing there saying nothing. So if you bought a ticket to see Brock Lesnar in his hometown, you got nothing.
You got nothing.